What's up? Welcome into your Daily Buckeye Blitz. This is a special Daily Blitz. I'm Joe from the Buckeye Cast, by the way. Ever heard of them? It's a Wednesday, July 19th, 2023, but it's not just any Wednesday, July 19th, 2023. Did you know today is the 1-year anniversary of the Daily Buckeye Blitz? Confetti. More confetti. I don't really have any. 1-year anniversary of the Daily Buckeye Blitz. Yes, we've been doing this every single freaking day for a year. Have you ever done anything every day for a year that you can think of? I bet you there's a day where you didn't brush your teeth, or maybe you missed your morning coffee in a year. I bet you there's something that you did not do that you always do every day. You might have missed 1 or 2 days in that year. I did not. I've been here right in front of this freaking camera and microphone just for you, giving you the Buckeye info you need, the Buckeye info you want. But I also enjoy it. So it's kind of a give and take, or just a give. Who knows? Who's to say? But anyways, I appreciate you guys, all of you, all the subscribers, new and old, the OGs, the new Gs, the young Gs. Appreciate all you Gs. And we're going to keep trucking this thing. 3,000 subscribers by week 1. I think we can do it. We're at about 2,200 right now. We just got to keep chugging along. So appreciate you guys. We need about 100 a week, maybe something, a little bit more. So please share the show with a friend. I greatly appreciate it. All right, on with the show. Not fun shit. All right, today we're talking freshman impact. I got a receiver that nobody's talking about at all. Like hardly. I've heard very little about him. Noah Rogers, true freshman, 2023 guy. Let's get into him. This guy, I think he's flying under the radar. I know he's not a Brandon Ennis or a Carnell Tate, but I think this guy has a chance to be a freshman impact guy. All right. So let's talk about him. He's from Rollsville, North Carolina, 6'2", 195. He was a 9.751, so a high 4-star. Really not far off from a 5-star at all. Nationally ranked number 53 player in the class. That's good. And number 8 receiver in the class, number 1 player in his state. And he'll be wearing number 80. I like to point that out when I'm talking about new guys, especially freshmen, because sometimes I don't even know who the hell what number they're wearing. So I wanted to highlight that for you guys and for myself mostly. It's one of those things when you speak it out loud, sometimes you remember shit if you repeat it. So yeah, I'm like that. So his high school career, he finished with over 3,200 yards receiving in his career. Junior year, he had 1,432 yards receiving, 70 catches, and 22 touchdowns. That's impressive. That's a hell of a year, especially when, most teams have more than one receiver, that they're throwing to. So very impressive junior year. Phil Steele has him ranked right now number 4 wide receiver in his top 500 freshmen, right behind Ennis and Tate. So people are noticing Noah Rogers. Just maybe we're not hearing about it enough in the Buckeye beat. So let's talk about his scouting profile coming out of high school. He had a verified sub 4.5 40 time. Plus, he has length, and I'm about the speed and the length. Just ask my wife. Hey-o. Big play receiver, averaged 20.5 yards per catch, and then smooth route runner, gets off the line, gets into routes well, gets out of breaks and accelerates to gain separation. He adjusts well to off-target throws and shows his ball skills. I'd like to ball skills. Get out of here. He's sure-handed, willing to make plays in traffic, strong body control, makes acrobatic catches look easy. He uses his size to shield the defensive back, to block him out. High points the ball and wins those 50-50 balls. He can make big plays after the catch too. He knows how to sit in holes against zone coverage. He's a willing blocker. His strength has strength, but we'll need to continue to develop that. No problem. We got a guy for that. He'll need to fine tune his route running and be a little bit sharper in his coming in and out of his breaks. He's a high level receiver at a top 10 college program. That's how he was projected. Fits right in. And then they also talk about they project his early round NFL draft potential. So we'll see. He's got all the makings, everything you need. The guy also ran track. He ran an 11.34 100 meters and a 23.24 200 meters as a sophomore. And he long jumped 18.9. That's freaking respectable. So kid is an all-around athlete, obviously. He's, as we know, one of the 4 receivers that came in the 2023 class. He enrolled early in January and just started making plays in spring practice right off the jump. He has a kind of size at 6'2", 195. So he projects as an outside guy. Typically, those bigger guys are going to be on the outside. But two of his 3 catches in the 2023 spring game came out of the slot. So he can line up anywhere. He's picked up the offense quickly. Brian Hartline likes to cross-train the receivers so they can play all 3 positions, the X, Z, and the slot. He does that so that they can be versatile. It helps them, down the road if they need his skill set will help him fill in for any receiver. If a receiver needs a break, needs a blow, having that versatility will make him an option at any position. So the depth of the talent in the wide receiver room makes playing time for a true freshman really difficult, very limited most likely. But by enrolling early, going through spring, winter workouts, Rogers has given himself a real shot at playing time this year, I believe. Don't forget the spring game. He had that 57-yard touchdown where he ran through some dudes. Not a good look for the secondary, but hey, kid made a play. He also worked as a gunner on punt team, so that's huge. Brian Hartline always says your way to the field, your path to the field as a young guy is in special teams. So you got to take advantage and make plays when you can. So the 3 freshmen on campus right now have really impressed during winter workouts and in the early stages of spring practice. We haven't heard a lot about Bryson Rogers. He's on campus too, obviously, but I'm going to do some digging, see if I can come up with some material on him. Maybe we'll do a segment on him. But Brian Hartline did mention back in the spring that, quote, I think the freshmen as a whole have a seriousness about them. They have a purpose about them. They know their plays. They find ways to put good things on film. They have a high standard. So we got to go to work on not getting down on ourselves at times because they do have a high expectation, which is good. But there's got to be a fine balance. But the whole group has done a great job. And Noah especially, he's done a great job. So getting noticed by the coaches. Brian Day has noticed all of the receivers in this freshman class. But when you get mentioned specifically by the coaches, that's huge. And that tells me we're going to see Noah Rogers on the field at some point. Not sure when, but he's going to get snaps. But let me know what you guys think. Does Noah Rogers have an impact in 2023? Hit me up. Talk to you later. Go Bucks.